discuss page formatting part 2 of class 9. Introduction. Borders and shading is always used to decorate a text which makes a plain article seems highlighted and well organized. This article mainly provides a way for users who are not familiar with the new ribbon interface. For changing the borders, we use method 1, that is select the text you need to apply a border or shading, click menu tab, move to format menu, choose borders and shading in the drop down menu. A window pop up for you to specify the border shading will appear. As you can see in this figure, in menu tab there is an option of format, and in format there is an option of border and shading. We can select here and select according to our usage. Second method is click home tab. In home tab, move to paragraph group, find out the border and shading button and click the down arrow next to it. When we click on that, choose the border and shading option or specify a different border style. As you can see in this figure, in home tab we are clicking the border and shading drop down menu, and in drop down menu we can select either of our use of no border, all border, outside border, and if we want more advanced version then we can click on the border and shading, the last option. Method 3. Click Page Layout tab, go to Page Background group, click the page borders. You may see the border and shading window pop up. As you can see in this figure, in Page Layout options, we see the Page Background group. In Page Background group, we have to click on the page borders. When we click on that, a border and shading window pop up. Page margins. A margin is the space between the text and the edge of your document. By default, a new document's margin are set to normal, which means it has a 1 inch space between the text and each edge, depending on your needs. Word allow you to change your document's margin size also. To format page margins, Word has a variety of predefined margin size to choose from. Select the Page Layout tab, as you can see in this figure, then click the margin command. In Page Layout tab there is a margin, the first option is margin, and we have to click on to adjust the margin of our document. A drop-down menu will appear after clicking on margin. Click the predefined margin size you want. As you can see in this figure, when we click on the drop margin, a drop-down menu will appear. In drop-down menu, we can select a last custom setting, normal, narrow, moderate, whatever we like or whatever we use. The margins of the document will change according to our selection. Page margins. To add some extra visual interest to your document, add a background color using the page color button. You can also add a watermarks in your page. As you can see in this figure, when we have to change the background color, go to design tab and page color. Choose the color you want under theme color or standard color, and the page change according to our selection. If you don't see the color you want, select more colors and then choose a color from the colors box. To add a gradient, texture, pattern or picture, select fill effects and then go to gradient, texture, pattern or picture and select an option. Pattern and texture are repeated to fill the entire page. If you save your document as a web page, the textures are saved as JPEG files, and then the pattern and gradient are saved as PNG files. And now we are going to learn how to remove the background color also. In again, we have to go on the design tab and page color, select no color. Themes let you format a whole document. For more info, see apply themes.